man that was like facing a murder charge that was in court, they end up having this appointed lawyer. And the appointed lawyer, like, just got him to, like, plead that he was, like, guilty or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I think the lawyer said that he was going to get, like, lighter sentence or some shit around him. Because, like, when he lost the case, and the judge gave him 50 years, he popped the shit out that damn lawyer. For real though. I mean, popped the shit out of his old ass. For real though. I'm like, hell no. Shit. Why? Because I can understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lawyer that don't know what the fuck to do in that, case should not be there. For real though. I'm telling you. Plus, I mean, like, they there to just set your ass up. So you could, like, plead, like, guilty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just take the plea and shit. For real though. So you can get more fucking years. That's what they do. I mean, that shit, it's crazy as hell. For real though. Now, they, like, place the charge on him, like, for, like, battery on an old person. That's about it. He's not getting out. No. Anyway, that's more bullshit. But hey, shit, that's crazy as hell. Anyway, lady, like that owned this like apartment complex, like end up with something like 2 children or whatever, whatnot. She assaulted a little girl and she assaulted a little boy. Heard them. So, anyway, she like, as she, like, hit both of the kids or whatever, whatnot. But they only showed the, like, footage when she, like, punched the little boy right in his face, poured some soda all up on him, and then throw a goddamn bottle at his head and shit. Real though, man, that shit was crazy as hell. He said, she was saying, like, telling them to not, like, beat her or whatever. Like, don't come back or whatever. The little boy was 11, and I think his sister was, like, 8 years old or whatever, whatnot. Real though, that shit was crazy as hell. And, like, the little boy said he went there, him and his sister went there because they got friends that live at that complex. Plus, the other, like, pool was full of shit. So, they went to that, like, complex to, like, get in that pool or whatever. But he said the lady, like, never told him not to, like, go back there. He said when he, like, when him and his sister went back over there, that's when she told him that. Shit, and I'm like, hell no. And she got charges for that shit. But she didn't serve no goddamn jail time right after, like, her court date or whatever went on. That shit is crazy as hell. I'm like, hell no. And she screamed some racial slurs at them kids. Real though. That's some bullshit. Anyway, a lot of, like, brothers and, like, people up in London, getting killed and shit. For real, they massacre people all over there in London. For real though, that shit was crazy. I'm like, damn. I seen a whole bunch of, like, you know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I heard a bunch of stories and all that shit. Because, like, it don't just happen in, like, America. It happen all across the world. And I can understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's racism everywhere. Real though. And that's on bro. Anyway, so I'm like, damn. It's fucked up. That's fucked up for real. I mean, like, they out there, like, landing these dudes up there, kill people and all this shit. And some get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Some do get away with it. But the thing is, the police over there is racist as fuck. I mean, like, and when dude exposed that shit, And everybody was like, oh my goodness, this is like crazy as hell. Bro, I mean, I'm telling you, gang, that shit was stupid. I'm like, hell no. Bro, they out there like, trying to blame, like, dude's friend that got killed by these, like, five, like, motherfuckers or whatever. Like, it was crazy. And then when they found out they was like, wrong with some shit, you know what I'm saying? They just paid them some pounds, whatever, like 1,000 pounds, whatever went up. That's it. I mean, like, that shit was crazy. I'm telling you, gang. Like, shit. It was really something. Whatever went up. Now, that, like, racist motherfucker that like to, like, go around calling, like, people the N-word and shit, and always have his gun on him, got a wake-up call today. Well, the other day, or whatever when I, for real though, yeah, he got a wake-up call like a motherfucker, real. I'm telling you, he thought the police was gonna be on his side and shit. Hell no. They, like, flipped the script on his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he up there, like, harassing people and all that shit. Like, doing that. You know what I'm saying? Calling them racial slurs. And then if they get, like, messed up with it, then he would have poured out the pew-pew. You know what I'm saying? For real though. I'm telling you. He would have got, like, it would have got sticky for real. I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm glad, like, I'm glad they, like, got on his ass about that. For real though. And this dude was up there saying, like, try to act like he's the victim and shit. Like, bitch, you not no goddamn victim. Stop acting like that, Nick. For real, that shit was crazy. Anyway, so these, like, individuals was, like, causing a disturbance at the pool area or whatever or whatnot, and like they had to leave. They had to vacate the premises. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to vacate the premises. So the police got called and shit. Know what I mean? Rather, anyway, gang. Yeah, they, like, didn't want to leave. But when the police got there, you know what I'm saying, they had like 2 motherfucking minutes to like grab their shit and vacate the premises. For real though. And one of the, like, girls, they're like trying to, like, actually keep on talking shit and all that. And like, it was crazy as hell. She didn't even want to leave. She didn't want to go. Her boyfriend tried to help her out and shit. Took her all the way to the, like, cage, like, you know what I'm saying? All the way to the fence so she could, like, get the fuck out or whatever. But he was telling her, and she was saying, let me go, or whatever, whatnot. So he put her down. And, like, the cop just ran up to her ass, slammed her on the ground, and put some handcuffs on her and shit. You know what I'm saying? She was talking all that hostile shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't afraid to, like, get arrested or go to jail or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And when that shit happened, oh my goodness, she started boo-hooing. I'm telling you, gang, I'm not even capping. She just started crying and shit and apologizing. It was crazy, gang. I'm telling you, like, that shit was crazy as hell. You know, you're saying sorry and all this shit. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. It was crazy as hell. Oh my goodness. And she, like, you know what I'm saying, had 3 charges on her ass. You know what I'm saying? Dude was trying to help this girl out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take her out to, like, mother and trying to take her out that situation. They got everybody grabbed their shit, they vacated the premises. Her, she got that left hand of the stick, you know what I'm saying? Like the short hand of it, you feel me? Her ass was crying. She out there saying sorry and all that shit. Like, no, nah, it's time to go now. Shit. Nah, You had your motherfucking chance. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I mean like I said, cause he got like, charged up with 3 charges. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. Um shit. She got like charged with trespass, battery and assault, and like let me see, or that disorderly conduct. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Because her ass didn't wanna like, leave the damn pool area. For real though. And then when her boyfriend tried to help her out or whatever when that police said he could like place charges on his ass. Cause she told him to let her go and he didn't let her go. I'm telling. So Brody just like backed off like shit. Well, no, that shit was funny, gang. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, this like motherfucking cop end up like pushing this girl down for no goddamn reason. For real though, because the other cop was like actually like arresting her friend for like being drunk or whatever or not. I'm like, hell no, that's crazy because that motherfucker was making shit up. She wasn't drunk and all that stuff. It was just arresting her, just to arrest her. And then her friends up there trying to have her out or whatever went out. And like one of her friends up there trying to like, just like, grab her arm or whatever. Just put her hand on her arm or whatever went out. And other cop like just grabbed her hand and she snatched her hand away. And dude was like, "Don't hit me," and just pushed her ass down. Around them. And like the like chief of the police, like, suspended his ass. And plus like the like mayor got on his ass about that too. Around though. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell on notifications so you see my next upload and my next post, and make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like, gang. So long, farewell, goodbye.